Welcome back to Bad Take Philly, episode number 2. I'm your host Dalton, along with host Aiden, Dakota, and Brendan. This week, Deebo Samuel wants out. Where's he going?
I don't know where he's going, but I'll tell you the first thing that sticks out to me when I'm watching Deebo Samuel, he could stand to lose 10, 15 pounds. He's chubby.
He's
chubby.
But he makes up for it with his speed, and he's tough.
Yeah, you would think that he wasn't that fast because he's chubby, but his chubbiness maybe actually helps him become faster, really fast. All joking aside, he's a great player. He's a one of one. There is no player in the NFL that's like Deebo Samuel. If I had to bet on a team, I would say probably he goes to the Jets because they've been in on Tyreek Hill. They've been in on all the receivers. They were trying to get DK, I think. So if I had to guess, I'd say the Jets because I would fit perfectly, get a weapon for Zach Wilson. Corey Davis is now your number 2 receiver. Elijah Moore now is your number 3 receiver, and that's not a bad.
Good receiver.
He's a good receiver, so that's a pretty good receiving core you have now.
So if he went to the Eagles, was that a good move for the team or a bad move?
Depends on how much you give up. Like at first,
I'm okay with a first.
A first and like a third.
But he's probably gonna need more than a first. So we'll say we give up a first and a second, probably be a good price for him.
It's a lot.
And we have to pay him obviously $25-30 million. Is that worth it?
I don't like his price at all. I think he's gonna not last as long as people think he's gonna last in this prime wide receiver running back. He's taking too many hits. I don't really want.
Was he like 20, 25?
Yeah, he's young, but his first two this was his third season, and his first 2 he was injured the whole time.
He does have that injury problems, but like we showed when he's healthy that he's a monster.
Yeah.
So I'd be fine giving up a first, a second, paying him $25 million a year, like 4-year contract, and he gets to like 29, and then you see what he's like then. But I would definitely I'm not giving up 2 firsts for Deebo. But a first and a second, I'm doing that. So,
speaking of injured monsters, Joel Embiid, he hurt his thumb recently, and we lost today.
We did.
And didn't get the sweep.
It is a gentleman's sweep, I think.
I think it's okay. Yeah. I think it's fine. Hopefully, because Joel obviously did not look his best today, but if he just comes back at home and feeds off the crowd like he always does, we'll be fine. We just need momentum going into the next series because we're probably going to play the Heat if Atlanta does not come back. So, listen, if Joel can score 30 points a game like he usually does, we'll be fine.
Well, if he can't do that, who's going to step up? Who's the next?
I think Harden. Because, Harden played well this series. Like we said before the series, he needed to step up, and he did. Maxey did not have the greatest game today, but he had a good series. Everyone's shooting well. We kind of talked about it on our update video. Yeah. But I think Harden's the X factor. Even if Joel's on the court playing well, he's got to be his second guy to do everything.
Yeah, I think Harden is still getting the 4 for 13. He didn't have a great shooting game today, but he's still getting the foul line, so that's good. It's just a whole team effort if Joel's off. Not just Harden, but Maxey, Tobias, Shake Milton, Niang coming off the bench.
Danny Green. Don't forget about Danny Green.
Yeah, Danny Green.
And Paul Reed.
Dude, how many times did Danny Green miss a corner 3?
Yeah, a lot. Paul Reed had some good defensive plays today.
He did. He's given that typical energy.
He might be the best player in the whole Sixers.
Probably. But Doc hates him. So.
Doc,
we never know.
Actually, Doc had a pretty good comment today. He was like, oh, we lost today. We're not going to complain like the other guys. We just got beat today.
Nick Nurse. Oh my God.
Dude,
Nick
how many
Nurse
times
cries.
is his mouth wide open?
He's
so annoying.
What? That's not a foul. Shut up, dude. The fouls aren't going to make up the 15 points you lost game 1 and game 2. No, your team just sucks. That's what it is. Stop. I don't want to hear about fouls and whatever. Your team sucks. Get a better team.
Sorry. Speaking of sucking, the Nets are going to get swept.
That was a perfect number of Flyers comment because they suck too.
The Nets are I'm happy that we're not going to have to face the Nets. I mean, they're not going to come back with a 3-0 deficit because
just wait till Ben Simmons comes back and puts up his 2 points, 15 rebounds, 15 assists game. Dangerous.
If he
sounds dangerous.
Sounds dangerous.
If he does play, which who knows with this guy is clown, but if he does
was dressed
play,
like a clown today.
He was. He was dressed like a Mummers Parade guy. If he does play, I don't want to play him. Like in the regular season, we did not show up to the occasion.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't want to play Boston.
I don't.
Either.
Yeah.
We can't ever beat Boston.
No.
No, they look pretty good. Look really good.
Really good.
They probably get out of the East. I think. Like Milwaukee, with Chris Middleton's health in the air right now.
Yeah.
They're a good team, offensively and defensively. Hard team to beat, but you got to beat the good teams to get to the ultimate goal. So first we got to beat Miami. So we shouldn't be looking ahead to Boston. We got to look ahead to Miami, take care of them, and then we can worry about who else we have to play.
Yeah. Well, Miami, we're gonna beat Miami. Miami sucks. So
Yeah,
we're looking for a sweep on Miami.
maybe
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler will be like, "You guys can win,"
Yeah.
Maybe.
because I used to
Probably.
play here,
That'd
and
be
I know
nice.
how great the fans are.
We like Jimmy Butler.
We
do.
love
We
Jimmy
love
Butler.
Jimmy Butler. And he loves us.
Yeah.
Imagine we
Yeah.
kept Jimmy Butler, that team. Oh,
Really good.
I mean, our team was pretty fucking great
Yeah.
when we lost to Toronto. But
It was.
Yeah.
We should have won the
I
title.
know.
But they put the magnets in the ball, and
Yeah.
they decided
In the
that
ball.
Toronto was going to win
Seriously.
the game. So
that's what happens.
not much you can do about that.
So,
Bad
anyway.
Take Philly has a good friend who has a lot of conspiracies. So maybe the Syrian bunkers where they have the
Maybe.
games, the magnets kind of drew the ball in there.
Speaking
Definitely.
of bombs,
The Atlanta
the Phillies gave up a home run today.
I think so.
Yeah, they gave up a
Probably.
home run today.
Yeah.
They gave up more than one. They gave up 5.
Not runs, but like home runs.
Home
5.
runs.
Oh yeah.
Home runs.
Well, they gave
Bombs,
up 5
bombs.
runs, and they only
Yeah.
scored 3.
Yep.
5
Leads
is
to a
more than
Phillies
3.
5 unanswered.
Loss.
Yes.
That's not good.
That drops the Phillies down to 3-7 in their last 10. We're third in the East, 5 games behind the Mets. Not a place we wanted to be these games in this season.
No.
We wanted to be on the top. But the lineup is actually looking pretty good the last couple of games. And I pulled up some stats here for the team. We're 4th in average in the MLB, tied for 4th in home runs, tied for 4th in slugging percentage, 6th in OPS, and 4th in hits. So all those, we are lower. I think we're like middle of the road in terms of actual runs though. So all these good advanced hitting stats are going to be like transfer to runs soon enough, and we're going to be unstoppable once that happens.
Unstoppable.
157 and 8 or whatever the hell.
9.
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Sounds good to me.
We were talking before this, and I was saying how, like, I thought, and actually when we were watching the game, we thought today was going to be like a turnaround day where we got the bats going. I mean, the bats have been, like, we've been getting hits. We just haven't been scoring enough runs, leads to losing, as it does. But, like, our numbers are good except for that, and so we're bound to get a nice little streak going.
I wanted to find somewhere how many runners we have left on base, because I feel like that's a big thing's happening. We're always leaving people on base.
It's at least
always, it is at least 2. We left 2 today, at least. So, like, as soon as we can drive in those runs, then we'll be back to winning games and flip it around, be 7-3 for the next 10 games.
There you go.
And that's
Maybe 10-0.
10-0.
Just to really.
When Alec Bohm wins the MVP, he's gonna love Philly.
I hear he loves Phillies.
He does.
Yeah, no, he does. And we like Alec Bohm.
He's been showing a lot of passion. He's been getting angry after he like grounds out and stuff. It's nice to see.
He is one of the league leaders in
Sack flies.
well, yeah, but like strikeouts per at bat, he's one of the lowest in the league,
That's
Wow.
great.
and that's very good to see.
So all right. So Philly fans are the best, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who are just terrible, no good, very bad fans?
Who,
Who's that?
Dakota?
The Yankees.
That's
Oh, that's a terror. They had some disgusting foul play today. Foul play.
Can you
I-
imagine throwing trash at players?
I couldn't.
I can't
would
imagine throwing
never.
anything. Imagine throwing it like at Santa. That'd be terrible.
Oh my God.
So
Imagine
So-
throwing batteries.
Batteries,
Batteries.
like popcorn on. Yeah, Philly would never do that.
no, never. But
No,
when
we're
the
so
Yankees do it,
respectful.
it's absurd. They should be banned from the league. Honestly, that's right.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
That's no more fans for them.
And they won.
No.
Just not like they lost, and it was that guy's fuck. You win the game on a walk off, and you pick stuff at this fucking dude. That's ridiculous.
I don't know what to tell you. Yankees fans are just bad.
The worst.
The worst.
So bad.
They're trash.
And Aaron Judge and I think it was Stan, right?
Yeah.
They were like telling him to calm down.
Man, they didn't want to calm down. They want to keep throwing
Yeah,
stuff.
they throw him at. I mean, we would never throw him at our own players. That's the real lesson. Philly over New York. Philly fans over New York.
So next time you say something bad about Philly, just look at that video and you tell me.
It's facts.
You tell me.
We have Philly fans watching this podcast.
Yeah, no Yankees fans, but
no.
just tell me who's worse after today. Tell me who's worse.
Maybe Cowboy
Yankees.
fans. They're pretty bad.
Cowboys fans are pretty bad, but actually, they threw stuff after the playoff game, and then. Oh, what was it? Dak was like, "Oh, that was terrible."
Oh, yeah.
And then they're
No,
like,
he's like,
"Oh,
"No,
it was
he's
actually throwing at the refs." He's like, "Oh, well, credit to them."
credit
then."
to them.
Yeah, okay. Actually,
L
Cowboys
moment.
fans are worse,
Yeah,
and they're
L
led by that stupid Dak.
Who
What
slides?
What a terrible name.
Such
Yeah.
a bad name.
Terrible name.
Who runs a QB draw with 13 seconds? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to pull up 13 seconds or anything. He's a Bills fan. If you guys didn't realize.
Outed.
Outed.
Coming out of the closet of Bills fandom.
Nah,
There's a table. You want to like jump on the table?
Where's the table?
we respect Bills Mafia. We love
do,
Bills
we do.
Mafia.
We love Bills.
For all of you watching.
Along with being a Bills fan, I'm also a Stars fan. The Philadelphia Stars are the best team in the USFL.
I'm not sure if they know what the Stars are. So you have to explain that.
The
part.
Philadelphia Stars are a team in the USFL, and they're going to win the championship.
What's the USFL, Aiden?
It's a stupid league that happens every 2 years, and this time we're going to win it.
Football.
We have
by the way.
football,
This
yes.
is the sport.
Brian Scott is the MVP. He will be. I love him. Ever since he was drafted 3rd overall, I knew he was going to be the MVP of the league before I even saw his film. And today he proved that. Last week we lost. It was a terrible game. Like, it shouldn't have counted. But this
Probably
week
cheated.
they did cheat.
Exactly.
Definitely. Brian Scott went 26 for 36 with 272 yards. That's more than ever been thrown in the USFL. Because everybody
week 2. Are you serious right now?
Nobody's thrown more than that in the other games that have happened.
Guess
so
what?
far.
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
I mean,
nobody cares.
they
Nobody
called him.
cares.
They called him the Aaron Rodgers of D3 for a reason. Like, he's good. He's a great player. What about Maurice Alexander? And how
That
did
is the top receiver on the Philadelphia Stars. Today he had 8 catches for
Holy
186 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's like Dakota in flag
That is
football.
impressive.
Wow.
I
What a
was a
great
dog in
stat
flag
line.
football. No one
So,
can
yeah.
cover me.
That's the Stars. We're winning the championship. We'll be updating you throughout the season on how much we're winning by and
How much we're not losing by.
How much we don't
So
care.
speaking about Philadelphia winning football organizations, we have the Eagles, right? Great team. What are they going to do this week? Get better. We have the draft coming
Only a
up.
few days.
Only a few days.
let's go.
We're not going to get better.
I hope so. We have so many
no,
picks.
we're gonna
We
get
have to
better.
get better.
I think so.
I feel like this is the one time where we can actually just look at it as a simple, like, strategy, at least for the first round.
Almost best player available, right? Like, almost.
I mean, I get, yeah. Like, listen, like, personally, I want a wide receiver in a corner. And I don't think it's, like,
That's pretty fucking specific.
I don't think it's I don't think it's a question that we don't like go that like we can get an edge rusher, but we don't need a linebacker. We do not leave, like we have Hassan Reddick and Kaiser White. We've had a good offseason linebacker wise, like signing them, and with Steven with Steven Nelson going to the Texans, we need another cornerback.
We do need another corner. I feel like we are going to draft a corner because we
I-
have not addressed the cornerback
We have
position.
Zach McPherson. Are you forgetting that?
Yeah, but like, was he any good last year?
Oh, he was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes out there. He's like, Slay, you want a water? You want a water? Cox, you want a water? Yeah, he's really good at that. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So
Yeah, great player.
we
So,
definitely need another corner.
We need a
That's absolutely
corner,
correct.
and we don't have anyone to complement Devontae. We have Quez Watkins, but like
We have a new tight end in the name of JJ
Oh
Arteta
my
Whiteside.
God, get it off the team. Just like why? Why do we have him? Like I don't care
He's
that
a cockroach. He's a guy. He won't go away.
No, he won't go away. Like I don't care that he can block or play good special. Like I get that's important, but I'm just so sick and tired of him. Like he's a 2nd round pick and he was an absolute bust. Like stop trying to like
Do you think we
justify
could trade him for Deebo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
chuck him in the
think
trade,
yeah.
So, every catch that he's had in the past 2 years, he's celebrated by flexing. Every time he catches, he's 2 catches a year. He's like, ah! When he runs
He
like
seriously
a
has
3-yard
only 2
out route,
catches a year.
when he runs like a 3-yard out route as a tight end and gets a catch, is he flexing? Is he going to show
Probably.
off?
I mean, it'd be like his 6th career catch in the NFL.
Yeah.
he probably
He
won't
probably
run
should
routes.
celebrate. I mean, at that point.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he just blocks. He's a good blocker.
You put him to fucking right guard at that point.
Whatever. Like you can get someone that can catch a football kind of decently. You don't need JJ Arcega-Whiteside. You can go. You can. You know what did he study at Stanford? Like business or something? I think it's time to start looking into that. Become a business guy. You're not a football player.
He's probably a nice guy. He didn't respond to my Instagram DM when I DM'd him when he got drafted, but that's okay.
Was it nice?
Well, no, I said, so when he got drafted, I said, like, welcome to the Eagles. We're happy to have you.
Did you?
Yeah, right here. Hold up. I'll pull it up. I said, like, welcome to the Eagles. Can't wait to see you play this year. Go Birds. You're on ball out. And then 2 years later, I said, so that was a fucking lie.
He hasn't seen it.
He hasn't seen it, but I feel like he has. I feel like he's seen it pop up on his thing, and he knows. He knows that he's been really disappointed.
I don't know. Maybe he's not as active on Instagram like another Eagles bust receiver.
Well, did you hear what we want for him?
Rip it.
Did you hear what we want for him?
I don't know, a bag of Doritos?
No, it came out that we want a third-round pick for him.
Wow.
Which is a joke. It's such a joke. John Rager is
that
not
serious?
Serious, yeah, they came out and said that. I would literally do a backflip. And I can't do a backflip if we got a fourth-round pick. No, a fifth-round pick. I would do a backflip for John Rager. A third? If I was another team and if I was a fan of like the Cowboys and they traded a third-round pick for Jalen Rager.
Are you serious? A third-round pick?
I don't know what I would switch teams.
Can you look that up?
Like it is just the most like ridiculous asking price. I'd rather give $100,000 for a Honda Civic. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It really is.
Third-round pick. Who's
pick.
paying a third-round pick for him?
Nope, it's Rice on the fucking team.
Yeah, no, that's. I feel like we got sidetracked. What were we going to talk about?
Well, the draft is what we're talking about. So, what positions do you not want to see?
Linebacker.
Do I not want
in the first round.
linebacker?
You don't want to see linebacker.
No, I don't want to see.
If we get Lloyd, are you mad?
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad, but like I just feel like there's more pressing needs, like receiver, corner, D tackle. I'd be fine with an edge, like because we know how to. Get good
trenches.
Edges. Yeah, I mean that's how we won back in 2017, having strong in the trenches. So I'd be fine with not a linebacker, edge, tackle, but really need a receiver and a corner.
Almost every defensive position, besides maybe linebacker. Yeah. And then on the offensive side of the ball, we're pretty sound. We don't need a tight end. Running back in the first round is stupid. If they draft a quarterback, I'm going to switch teams. I mean, I won't, but I'll be very upset. I might cry. No, I'd be fucking corral.
No. Willis.
I heard a couple reports saying that there's a good chance that we actually trade up to like the 10-13 if they really like a guy. And especially because there's been a lot of talks of certain players that are supposed to get drafted in that 8, 9, 10 range that might fall a couple picks.
Stingley.
And swing up.
Stingley's been, like, if anything, creeping up draft boards.
But you never know. There's always a shot.
Love Stingley.
And those quarterbacks are some drafts are going pretty late. Maybe Corral sneaks up ahead of the Eagles pick. That just leaves one more good player that falls down. You never know.
Matt Corral's not going to be
a good player.
Like when Daniel Jones got drafted 6th overall, I don't see that one coming. No, but it could happen.
I have a weird feeling that Howie's going to draft a running back in the first three rounds.
I'd be more than okay with drafting a good running back in like the 3rd round because Miles Sanders is going to be going next year. Sadly enough, he's not going to come back.
If we draft one in the 2nd, like it's a waste.
Second would be unfortunate. 3rd round, I'd be fine with.
There's a kid, Ty Chandler from UNC, who is like a 5th round projection, and I would love to see him go to the Eagles because he has the like potential. Like right now, he's like projected to be like a rotation guy, so like a Patriots running back type of guy by committee, but I don't know. He might progress into a starting role.
I mean, you see it almost every year with these running backs taken. Almost every rookie running back seems to have a good rookie season. Yeah. So
I'd be fine with taking not in the 1st round, obviously, but like 2nd, 3rd round because Sanders probably isn't coming back.
He's not getting paid. No, they're not going to pay him. No. Not even once at least.
Gainwell is not a workhorse running back.
You got Boston Scott.
Yeah, Boston Scott's good. He's a good.
Maybe we can move Jay.
He's a good. What's that game called? Rocket League. He's a good Rocket League player.
He's good against the Giants.
He's great against the Giants.
That's important.
We play them at least twice a year. So.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not making the playoffs, so twice
a year. But I mean, we could play in the playoffs.
Giants are trash.
Yeah.
Did you see they're trying to trade Kadarius Toney?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
why?
They are?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Why?
It
They
makes
just
no
drafted
sense.
the dude.
Well, because it's the old guy, Gettleman, retired. So they have a new general manager in that didn't draft him. But, like, he had, like, a 189-yard game against Dallas.
He
Like,
did.
He wasn't able to stay healthy, but when he was on the field, he was
pretty
really,
good, yeah.
really, really good.
One of the shiftiest players I've ever seen.
Yes.
Like, he was incredibly hard to tackle. Not that I was doing it, but, like, for the players.
And if you go look at his college highlights, too, he just is insane. Like, his unwillingness to go down and his cuts and everything, when the ball's in his hands, it's crazy. I don't know why they would trade him.
It's hard to fail when you got Daniel Jones passing the ball, too, so...
He could probably use a new quarterback.
I'd be more than happy. Like, if I were him, I'd be like, okay.
No, just wait. All those Giants fans talking about Brian Dable turning Daniel Jones
Oh my
into the
God.
next Josh Allen. Like,
Yeah.
get out of here, dude. He's
Not
not
happening.
good. He's not good.
Josh Allen is a 1-of-1 best quarterback in the NFL.
So,
Oh, my God.
do you guys have any hot takes of big moves that could happen in the draft or big shocks?
It's so hard to
Anything we
project
can really
that.
look out for that could just possibly have a chance
Baker.
of happening? Baker getting
Baker
moved?
getting dealt. Maybe Deebo being dealt.
Yeah.
Maybe Jimmy G.
I
don't know what's going on in San Francisco.
I
with
wouldn't-
Jimmy
Yeah,
G.
he hasn't done anything, has he?
No.
He sort of just
San Fran's got a, like, fucked up
I mean, maybe Super
situation.
Bowl.
yeah.
He did make a
They
Super
made
Bowl.
the
I mean,
NFC Championship last year?
Yeah, it would have been pretty good.
Like, they're, like...
you traded up for Trey Lance, and you took him in the third overall pick. Like, you can't.
Trey Lance has no... Like, because if Debo's not there, they're screwed. They have to
They
pay...
have Brandon Ayuk.
They,
Dude,
they have
to.
they have to pay Bosa. Like they have so many things that they need to do, and then Trey Lance is just going to be thrown into a situation that's already just.
I
I wouldn't-
I am a Trey Lance believer. Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan
I had him on my
can,
fantasy
yeah,
team all
can
last
make
year.
it work. Because Kyle Shanahan's like easily a top 5 coach in the NFL.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's in good hands there. Trey Lance is with Kyle Shanahan, but I would look out for Deebo being traded. I don't know about Jimmy G. We'll see with that situation. And then definitely Baker.
If the Niners trade Deebo, they'll get a first and a second or first and a third. They can draft another receiver with that, and then they have Ayuk, a new first-round pick receiver, and Kittle. Like, that's still two great weapons.
Yeah. I don't think they're in a terrible situation. You
No,
still
not
have
at all.
great players all over the roster.
That's a fun team. They got a lot of
It
fun
is.
players.
I just don't understand why you don't pay Deebo. Like, he carried you to the NFC
He doesn't wanna
Championship
be
game.
paid.
You know, he wants out because he doesn't
Yeah.
want to be a running back anymore.
which it doesn't make any sense.
Stupid. Like, you made
Really? That's
your...
the reason?
Well, he said he doesn't like his usage, and it's not because he's not getting the ball. I think he gets the ball a ton. So
Yeah.
he doesn't like the way he's being used as a running back, and he's taking a lot of hits. And it's honestly a miracle that he didn't get a major injury this year.
Yeah.
Well, he's got all that chub to pat him.
Yeah, he does have the padding, but
Just look at him next time. He's so chubby.
Stuff about the draft, like I think the Steelers. I've seen a lot of mock drafts where they trade up because a lot of mocks have Malik Willis going to them, and
Malik just dick.
if he's the guy that they really
It's
want,
not funny.
if he's the guy that they really want, like they're gonna trade up for him, and there's not a lot of quarterbacks like going in the like first.
I would love Malik Willis to Pittsburgh. Like,
Yeah,
the thing about these quarterbacks, I think, is if you have the great tools to succeed, but you go to like a badly run organization, you're going to fail. But if you have the tools to succeed and you go to an organization that can set you up for success, like especially like Pittsburgh, like Mike Tomlin's been there forever. Like, they have a culture set, and they have Trubisky, so he doesn't need to start right away necessarily.
Bill's legend.
Yeah, he's so great.
you know Seattle could trade up for him.
Are you implying that all quarterbacks are system quarterbacks in a way? Because I agree with you. I think if you get drafted to the Jets, you're just fucked. Like, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah,
I think
Pretty true.
See, they develop you, but then, like, you see what Mahomes does. Like, that's not, like, system quarterback.
That's
That's,
true,
just
that's true.
him, like...
he needs to be more of a system quarterback.
That Brady guy,
Yeah.
though.
Oh, he's a system
Yeah,
quarterback.
it's
But
ridiculous.
like, someone,
So
like,
bad.
someone like Justin Fields has all the tools to succeed, but he
Yeah.
goes to Chicago, and he was under Matt Nagy for the first year.
I think he can have a good year, though.
Nagy, yeah, with Nagy
This
out,
year.
Trevor Lawrence with the whole Urban Meyer thing.
Dougie.
Like, how much a disaster is Urban Meyer? So,
He was
like,
awful.
he was terrible.
Catastrophic.
Catastrophic.
you see what Travis Etienne said about like how he missed
Yeah.
the year and it was a good year to
It
Yeah,
miss.
he
is,
was a good year to
yeah.
miss. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not wrong
He's
Could
not
have
whatsoever.
wrong.
helped his career.
Honestly, it probably I don't know why they drafted him in the first place. But
I mean,
I wanted the
playing
Meyer said,
Urban
I wanted
Meyer
it.
or tearing your Achilles. Like, I'm pretty sure I played here.
I mean, Urban Meyer probably would have torn his Achilles for him and kicked him during practice.
Terrible.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
but like, so just getting back to that, like, if you are drafted into a good organization, the odds of you succeeding go up by a lot. So Malik Willis going to Pittsburgh,
they have the tools.
they
too.
need a quarterback too,
Especially a
because look at that division.
They have Trubisky.
Not Baker, Deshaun Watson. Yeah, Trubisky sucks. They
I
got
love Lamar.
They got Lamar, Deshaun Watson, and Burrow. They have play 6 times a year. So you need a premier quarterback
and good defenses.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they're just fucked at that point. Yeah, they're just not winning.
They still have a
No, but I
solid
mean,
team.
if Malik Willis is good and they end up getting him, like they have Najee, they have Washington, they have Johnson.
Najee is 3.3 yards per carry last year.
Najee's so good.
Why do you hate on Najee?
Because he just gets in the line of scrimmage and like kind of fall over a little bit.
Because the old line was hard.
I know. That's another thing. Like with the system, quarterback system, running backs were also kind of a thing in my opinion. You get drafted to a team with a bad O-line like the Steelers and Najee, like he's a great player. You can see that, but when his stats are just that, like, his averages were so bad last year.
He got the ball like 40 times a game.
Yeah.
Just wait till he gets a good O-line.
So guys, if you're on a good team, you might do better. That's where we're getting at.
Yes.
Bad take Philly.
Essentially. Okay, so what did you want to say about Baker?
So when you guys were talking about the draft and how like you've mentioned like possibly trading picks around for Baker and stuff, I saw that the owners are boycotting trading for Baker to force the Browns to release him because of how they structured the
contract.
The contract for Watson. Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Well, there's nothing against the rules of that. Like, Cleveland's just smarter than them, it looks like.
Are they? That could backfire so bad.
Well,
That
if
Watson
he's
deal
suspended for the first 8 games and they're not paying him
No,
anything,
but
he
like-
gets his money.
Like he could be a repeat offender. He could do something else. He hasn't played football in a year. He could be bad. Like you don't know.
over
Like you really
2.
don't know.
I don't think he'll be bad.
By the time he
could
actually
not be
plays,
as
it's going to be
good
like
as
a
he
year and a half. And if he's 20% like worse, like is he worth it?
He's dude. He was.
He's in his
No,
prime.
I know
He
he
was so. He was
I
a
know,
top 3 quarterback.
He absolutely was. And he was one of the most promising quarterbacks in the league.
Michael Vick spent 3 years in jail for having dogs fight
That's
each other,
true,
and he
that's
came
true.
back and he was like incredible on the Eagles.
If he came here, we would all be celebrating, and him and Harden would have a great time together.
They would.
It was a great time.
No, but I'm pretty sure.
Doing what?
I'm pretty sure Baker has like $18 million still left on his rookie
Yeah,
contract
he's got a
that
lot
they
of
have to
money.
pay him.
The first overall pick gets a bag.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens with him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a draft now. It's a little bit different, but we're gonna
fun.
draft 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
6 rounds of current Philadelphia sports players, just not based on future, just based on right now. Who's your favorite Philadelphia sports player? Who's
And
the
we
best?
say
Who's the
Philadelphia
best?
sports players, no Flyers.
Yeah,
Yes,
Flyers
Flyers
are-
still make the team.
Don't.
The draft order is going to be Dakota, Brendan, Aiden, and then myself. We're going to have about 30 seconds per pick, so it's going to be pretty rapid fire. Dakota, you're on the clock.
All right, this one is pretty easy. Shouldn't be a lot of controversy. We're going from Cameroon, from Kansas, Joel, Hans, and Bede.
Good pick. Shocker.
Good pick.
Good pick.
Good
Yeah,
pick.
that's a good pick.
Thank you.
With the number 2 pick, I am taking the reigning NL MVP,
MV3.
best outfielder in the league, Bryce Harper.
Nice
Great
pick.
pick.
All right, guys. Nice.
So, number 3 pick. Even though we had an awful start this game, I'm still picking Zach Wheeler for his
Wow.
Cy Young.
That wasn't in my consensus top 4.
It's respectable.
Wow, I don't know who I'm going to go now.
I respect that.
Zach Wheeler.
Oh, I get back to back. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's having not a
The
good start.
number 4 over. Actually,
Can
I
we
have.
talk about that? Can we
Go
talk
ahead,
about
go
that?
ahead. We can take a
Can we
pause.
talk about
Yeah,
that?
we can talk any time
Yeah, go ahead.
between the picks to further
Zach
elaborate
Wheeler,
that.
over, like
Okay, but if like I had him in the same spot. I had Embiid, Harper, Wheeler. I think like
We don't really know her.
I
we,
think-
we can't look at the past 3 games and say he's not like one of the best current Philly athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he
I think-
should have been the Cy Young winner last
He
year.
also didn't have a spring training, so
Yes.
this is.
We
he
love
hasn't
using that
played-
excuse.
I'm using that excuse until next game, and next game he has to do well. but
No hitter.
he should have had the Cy Young last year. So I have to.
Even with his, I don't know. I still got one more guy over Wheeler. Even like all things considered last year, whatever. I still have one more guy over Wheeler.
All right.
So I have 2 picks back to back. I'm gonna go with 2 of the best beards in all of Philly. We're going James Harden and Jason Kelsey.
I love that little intro to that.
Yeah, I had Kelsey over Wheeler. Best center in the league.
One of the best.
One of the best Philly athletes ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's just one of those people that like you'll be getting to a game 30 years later and you'll see Kelsey jerseys all over
absolutely.
the stadium.
You'll
He's
see
just such a
Kelsey
legend.
at the game.
He's such a legend.
You'll see him at the
Such a
bars
legend.
like buying beers for everybody.
Yeah.
No, he won't ever have. They'll be on the house.
Yeah,
whenever Kelsey
he's
shows up to
awesome.
the bar.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's great.
All right, so with my second pick, round 2, I'm going JT Romeuto because he is the best catcher in baseball, and
He hits
Yeah.
dingers.
he does.
JT.
It's me, right?
He wasn't even in my top 10.
Oh, how?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Best catcher in baseball.
Oh my god.
Is he?
No, he's
Yes.
not. He's not. He's not.
Is he?
Fuck.
Top 2 or 3.
He's top 3.
Like I think a top 2 or 3 of their
Yeah,
positions.
no,
It's
you
pretty
you
fucking
you,
good.
you,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't say he's not top 10.
He's top 10.
Philly athlete.
Absolutely top
I
10.
can say that because I have people over.
You have Tobias Harris in your top 10?
Oh, we can get to that, yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Harris.
I'm taking Tyrese Maxey.
Wow, what a pick.
Yeah,
Who
thought
you
about
got?
that, but I
So-
thought it was too high.
Dakota's got 2 picks now.
All right, first one, pretty easy. We're going big play Slay.
That's a good pick. It's a good pick. I was hoping someone would forget about him, but hard to forget about Big Play Slay.
All the big plays, you know.
At least 2. He had a lot this
See
year.
my next
3
pick.
touchdowns.
A lot of touchdowns.
I want to go.
Tobias Harris.
But-
Wow.
But
But
no, he's not going.
But peer pressure.
No peer pressure.
peer pressure, and I want to win this, and you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, Tobias sucks."
Oh, by the way, you got to comment
No,
on.
we'll have a poll, right? On
I don't know if I can do the polls.
No one's
Okay.
commenting on this.
well, we'll figure it out. You vote somehow.
We'll go on the Instagram
If
story.
there's no
Yeah.
poll, then there's gonna be a
I'm
It's
gonna
good.
go.
yeah
I'm
something.
gonna go. He's older, but he's still really good. Lane Johnson.
Wow.
Wow, what a pick!
No.
That's a good one.
Yes, Lane Johnson is still one of the top players at his position.
Pave the lane.
All right. I'm going. I think this might cause a little bit of controversy. I'm going Jordan Mailata.
Oh, you dickhead!
Mailata.
I was gonna build the whole fucking O line.
He's he's one of the best tackles in the league.
He was also in my top 10.
Would you take Mailata over Lane
Yes. Right now.
right now?
Right now. Yes.
That's a hot take.
Right now.
That's a really hot take.
I also would actually. My lot is
I
so
wouldn't
good.
say his pass protection's great.
He's
He's a great run blocker, but his
He's
pass
so
pro.
good. Do we
He's-
pass?
he's-
We don't pass the ball.
He's
so
a
who
great.
gives
He's a
fuck?
great. No, he's a great run
Just run the
blocker.
thing.
I'll give you that.
Also,
he's a
Hurts
very good run
loves
blocker.
fucking escaping the pocket when he doesn't
He
need
does.
to.
He does.
So
He
he
just
doesn't
rolls.
need
He just
block.
fucking
But
rolls.
starting a team, and if we're even
No, we're not starting a team.
passing,
We're just picking
I
players.
know, but I'm taking Lane Johnson over Jordan Mailata because he's an overall. And I did. He's
Lane
a
gets hurt
better
more.
overall tackle.
Like it's
He's a
hurt
better
more.
overall tackle.
All right.
than
It's
Mailata.
close. It's close.
So my third pick, I'm gonna pick Tobias Harris because he's still on the board,
Oh wow.
and I feel like that got pretty far down.
Yeah, it did get very far down, huh?
He's a good player.
So I got
So-
2 picks here, and I'm not gonna lie, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing now because we're past my
It gets tough from
past my
here.
list here. I'm thinking players like Devontae Smith is got to be kind of close. Dallas Goedert, good players.
Best tight end of all time on the Eagles.
In the Super Bowl.
Yeah, pretty soon. but Castellanos is still there,
Yes.
so I'm gonna need to take him. You can lock that in.
This is literally just going like down. Like every pick is agreed with mine, or except for Toby.
That's how you spell. Okay, well, I just typed in my phone. It was so off. It wasn't funny. And then, this is a much harder one. But I think I'm gonna go with Devontae Smith.
Okay.
It's definitely been a bias there, but I love that man.
I'm trying to think if I'd take him over Goddard.
It's definitely been a bias.
Not
I
sure.
just love
That's a
Devontae
tough
Smith.
one. That's a tough one. I think it's a fine pick. Yeah.
I don't think it's egregious.
No.
I think that the possible value this can have is better than the pick, probably. I'm going to pick Jalen Hurts.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
wow.
high. Okay.
We just had.
Oh, I thought it was based on right now.
It is. It is. I mean.
All right, I'm taking Dallas Goedert.
Fair enough. That's not how you spell it, but it's fine. Right, Dallas. I mean, drafting Dallas in a Philly sports draft probably should not get counted for points. But maybe that's just me.
Huh. I'm trying to think.
Dakota now has 2 picks. We're running down to the wire. Only 9 picks left, but if Philly sports, the depth might not be there.
That's like the Sixers bench.
Wow. I'm trying to think. Who's the best player left on the Sixers right now?
We listed
We
4,
took off
correct?
4, so
it's like
Danny Green's
Danny
the
Green.
starter.
Danny
Fible.
Green. Okay, no, I'm not going there. You got Schwarber still on the board. You got.
Don't tell everyone all the picks.
I'm just thinking. Schwarber.
We need to call clock.
I'm
please.
gonna
Pick up
go. Javon Hargrave.
Wow.
You can spell that.
Hargrav. He had a great first half of the season. He kind of tailed off, but
He fell off plus ratioed. Like plus L.
I
Plus
think
L.
part of that might have been he started getting double teamed as the season went on, and the offenses started to really focus on him taking out of the game because we all know Fletcher Cox was not giving effort. So they say, "Oh, we'll just let Fletcher 1-on-1, double team Hargrave." So I think that's part of it. But yeah, I think Hargrave is he's a really good player. My second pick. It's a tough one. I had a guy in my head and he slipped out. Let me think.
Hey, when that happens.
I know, it's terrible.
It's the worst.
Who's on the Phillies?
There's a couple of them.
There's a couple
There's a
of
few
them.
still there.
There's a
He's on
couple
the
Philly
Eagles.
players. There's also a lot of those people. No, don't pull it up. Don't. You got to put it from the head. From the head.
We have a list.
I don't know how healthy he's going to be, what he's going to be coming off the injury, but this is an all-timer too. Brandon Graham.
I respect it. I respect it. I respect it.
All right.
Just no.
You only got me to go?
Sir, what the hell is that?
Just spell it for him.
Graham.
All right.
This is not a spelling podcast.
No, it's not. No,
Listen, he can be a little shaky sometimes. We still love him sometimes. His curveball command is great sometimes.
No, I wanted him.
I'm taking Aaron Nola. Sometimes.
Sometimes Nola might be like top 3, but like all the time Nola is down here.
On the team.
I'm thinking 2018 Nola, guys.
Yeah.
Still, it gets a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Miles Sanders is still here. He's still
He's so good. Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I have a stack.
Perfect link. I'm gonna take Schwarber. Still there. And then I really need to go into my my knowledge here. Who's left? So we're looking at. Oh, fuck me. I think I have to go to the Eagles because I'm not sure I can name another Phillies player.
Oh my god, it was like
It's still a big one there.
No.
yeah.
I think Segura is the one that's reaching out to me. Oh,
Don't do it.
I need to think here. Is there any other Eagles player that I want? No.
Just come up with B-ball Paul.
It's either Fletcher Cox. Or Reese Cups.
There's a clear choice there.
And with Cox being mid at best, I'm gonna have to go with Reese Cups.
Why are we paying him $14 million a year? I love Cox.
I actually don't know. I forgot about Hoskins.
I love Cox.
Hey, yo!
And don't. Yeah, it's okay. Fletcher. He's a great player, great all-time Eagle, but like it's just time to move on at some point. Like,
Yeah, it's time to go. Definitely time to go.
$14 million a year to him. Like, come on.
Is that after the restructure? Got it restructured
Yes,
recently.
after. Like,
We
can
saved like
can we
$1
just move
million,
on?
I think. It was something weird. Like we released him and then.
I mean, like, he deserves the money, so just give it to him. But like after this year, because this is still, I think, the last rebuilding year. Hopefully, this should be the last rebuilding
it's
year.
not like it's just a
I know.
Really, this is
We're not contenders this
a
year.
coasting year.
Hopefully, if everything goes right, we can be contenders as soon as next year. I think.
Yes.
we could be contenders this year.
And
The
so-
NFC is not good. Outside of the Rams and the Bucks,
Yeah, but like we're not winning the Super Bowl.
we
this
could win
year.
the division.
We could. We could.
You could win a playoff game.
We could, but like we're not contenders. Super Bowl contenders.
You never know.
If everything goes
You never know
perfectly,
what happens. We had Nick Foles running our team,
Nick Foles dog.
and that's why we're
should
taking.
draft Nick Foles.
Now, I'm next, and for my last pick, I'm gonna pick Matisse Thybulle. Even though
You should probably take a shot maybe to the arm.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's a great pick,
for
he's
the last
underrated.
round, getting a starter most nights.
and a very, very, very good defensive player.
Yeah.
Who needs Ben Simmons? Fuck you, Ben
I think there's
Simmons.
2 L's. Maybe another E.
It's THYBUL. We just made a horrible mistake.
What's that?
I'll get to it in my pick.
Okay. Then Brennan.
Who are we missing?
Apparently, there's
We
a
are
big
missing
miss.
someone big. Yeah.
There's a big miss.
Yep.
Can you find it?
Wait, hold on.
You look at the draft board. For who we have. Am I gonna let Dakota get
He
away
was-
with an absolute steal in the last
No,
pick?
I want to win this. I'm not saying anything. Can you get a clock?
Yeah, we give it 15
Alright,
second
hold
clock.
on.
I need a clock. We haven't really been enforcing the clock.
Yeah, we know it's taking too long.
I want to win.
Alright, listen.
He wants
Talking about the Phillies. Oh, do I go for him over Segura? Are you thinking about a Phillies player?
He's nuts in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
thinking about Carter Hart.
I'll go with Gene Segura.
Who did we forget, sir?
We forgot Mr. Hassan Reddick.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
facts.
That's a
actually.
good. That's a
Hassan
good.
Reddick.
That's a
I can't
sneaky
believe.
pick. That's a sneaky.
I'm sorry, Hassan Reddick. We're gonna love you once you have 12 sacks this year.
And once we
He's a
have
sack
you as a
machine.
follower.
Yeah, no, I can't believe you forgot about that. But Hassan Reddick.
That's
So
a really
last
good
pick.
point. I mean, that's a. Ow. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, who do we miss? I couldn't think of a single. I knew it was an Eagle because nobody else, and that's a good point because he wasn't on the team last year.
I would
Obviously,
take-
You have 5 or 6 Eagles.
I mean,
Wow.
big football guy.
So you want to review the teams?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what stands out like as like, damn, that's good.
Well, just say who's on each team.
Alright, so Dakota has
Can they see
Joel.
this?
What?
Can they see this?
Yeah, they'll
Okay,
see it. Joel Embiid, Darius Slay, Lane Johnson, Hargrave, forget his name,
Javon Hargrave.
Javon Hargrave, Brandon Graham, and
Hassan Reddick.
Hassan Reddick.
A lot of Eagles. We're bleeding green on Bad Take Philly.
We do love the green.
At least Dakota is.
When you think about it, there's 53 players on our roster.
Plead your case. What's your reasoning for why your team should win?
I got the MVP on my team.
You got the number one overall pick.
I have the number one overall pick. Joel, Hans, Embiid. You know who's growing up fighting lions. Who else is fighting lions on this list? No one.
I would argue Jason Kelsey would fight
Jason
the
Kelsey-
Lions.
Well, he
Not
didn't-
ones.
He didn't have to fight lions.
Jason
Joel
Kelsey's
Embiid
a
had to
bear.
fight lions to get to where he is now.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't go wrong with Joel Embiid. You got Slay, big play Slay. He's a Pro Bowl snub this year.
That's facts.
He's a great corner. He's he's at least
I
top
have
10.
those Phillies.
Top 10. Lane
Second
Johnson.
most one. Me and Brendan
He's
tied.
getting older, but I think
I
he's
wanna
still
be honest.
a great player. Javon Hargrave, he had the production earlier in the season. I think he's a good player. Brandon Graham, depending on what he's like coming off of injury, but when he was healthy, he was pretty good. He's not what he was in 2017. He was still pretty good though. And then obviously Hassan Reddick.
You have half the fucking defense.
Maybe we'll have a good defense, I guess. Maybe that's what I'm saying. I would take Reddick up until probably behind Castellanos.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
where I
he
put it.
slipped.
That's a big
Far.
slip, and I'm kind of upset now because I might ruin the whole thing.
It's
I
all
feel
right.
like Hargrave was taken a little bit too high. Same with
Yeah.
Graham actually, but
No, Graham. I respect the Graham pick.
I respect it. But like,
I could see a Hargrave maybe.
if Graham comes out and has like 3 sacks this year, would you be surprised? Like just only 3. Like he's
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back and he had like an 8-sack season. We'll see with him.
is that like his career? Is his career high like 8, 9? He's never over 10. I know that.
He just makes an impact though. He's a
Yeah, no,
great
definitely
leader.
does. Definitely does.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty solid too.
Brendan, how about your team?
I mean, the Harper pick speaks for itself. Maxey, I mean, we're seeing a superstar improve in front of our eyes. Jordan Mailata is one of the top tackles in the league, and he's just going to improve this season.
Dallas Goedert's the greatest tight end of all time. So
I mean, listen, Dallas Goedert has he's going to be a top 5 tight end this year.
top 3 was the
He could
Take.
he could could be top 4.
He's got to be better than Kelsey, Kittle, and Waller.
Well, one of them's going to
One
get
of
hurt.
those.
You know for a fact.
That's true.
Kittle's going to
And
get
Mark
hurt.
Andrews.
Always.
And Kyle Pitts.
I mean, without
Andrews.
Deebo, Kittle's just going
He's
to be
gonna
playing
be
running
good
back.
tight end. yeah, exactly.
Nola is still got some good stuff, sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Gene makes solid plays.
He does, he
he's
does.
He
fine.
makes some solid plays. He hits for average.
Yeah.
For our last pick, it's pretty safe on him.
Yeah. All right, so my team, I have Wheeler, JT, Tobias Harris, Hurts, Sanders, and Thibault. I feel like Thibault last pick was
I
pretty
hate your
strong.
team.
Yeah, your team's terrible.
Your
I'm
team
not gonna lie.
sucks.
Hey, there's power rankings here. Like, I'm not sure who's first,
All right,
second, or third.
Wheeler
Dead last.
is incredible. Like Wheeler's great, JT's great, and then we
I
got
think-
Toby, who
I
I don't
think
think
Wheeler might be a
he's
little bit
still
of a
good.
reach.
He's good.
Harris is fine. Hurts.
I probably should have
Hurt,
gone
no,
Harden
the
over
Hurts
Wheeler.
pick. Hurts shouldn't even be on
even
this list at
Sanders.
all.
Hurts might be a last round pick. Miles Sanders.
Thibault's a good last.
Thibault's really good last
I was gonna
pick,
take him.
but
The Sanders is okay.
I'm trying to have Jalen Hurts over like Hoskins.
Yeah, I'd rather.
I completely forgot about Hoskins. I would rather have Hoskins, but
Or Schwarbombs.
I'm not a big fan of JT being
I don't-
that high.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
No, I like the JT pick. I like the first.
No,
two.
I don't get why he doesn't.
Oh,
think
no,
he's
no,
top
JT
10.
Is he
dog.
really?
yes, you don't have
He's fast.
catchers that are as good as
Yeah,
him.
he's an incredible athlete for a catcher.
We've been taking his athleticism for granted for the last couple
No,
years.
that's actually so true.
I don't know.
No one runs like him,
No.
and he's getting like up there.
On MLB The Show, he has like the fastest speed by a catcher by like a lot.
I would take Maxey
Yeah.
Slay over JT.
Did he not go before him?
No, it went.
Oh, okay.
I took JT over Maxi Slay, but
I feel like.
I think that's fine.
No, that's fine, that's
Maybe
fine.
Maxey over
That's
No,
all-
I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
I think yeah, that's all about my team.
So I feel like my team is pretty well rounded. I have some good experience and some good young potential as well. Harden and Kelsey, I think, speak for themselves. Like, just great players. Kelsey is a legend, absolute legend. Castellanos a new face in Philadelphia, but he's pretty good at the baseball.
He loves hitting doubles.
He does like hitting doubles.
I won today.
Yeah.
In the first inning.
One yesterday.
Devontae Smith,
He's a
besides
good pick.
Maxey, might be one of the highest potential players in all of Philly. Kyle Schwarber, he's a little bit shaky, but he hits home runs. He hits a lot of home runs. That's good. And Reese Cup's up and down, but also just a nice player.
Yeah.
That's a good team, I think.
Yeah, I think they're all pretty good besides Aiden's.
Mine's fine.
No, I don't think your team's good.
It's okay.
It hurts kind of ruined it.
And Sanders. Like I'm a big Sanders guy. I love Sanders, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Still the starting running back.
So
Devin
is Devin
Singletary.
Singletary.
Devin Singletary is good.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
He's not
We're
really-
gonna have another podcast
Yeah.
episode completely devoted to how
Devin
Devin Singletary is.
It's gonna be
top 10
just
running
you. We're
back.
not gonna be on that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit through that.
Talk about recency bias. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Bro.
oh my goodness.
He was good the whole
Is he
last
top
half of the
10?
year. What?
Did you see top 10 for Devin Singletary? What
Yeah.
You said? Oh my
No
god.
way.
That's
Well,
a
he
joke,
said, he
but-
said,
We're
in
ending- we're ending the
he
podcast.
said, hold on. In the Dynasty League that we're going to be doing this year, he said he was going to take Devin Singletary like the 3rd overall pick or something.
As a joke.
No, it wasn't.
No,
You
it
you meant every word.
You're gonna
Yeah,
fucking
no.
take Devin Singletary overall.
No, but he is going to be good, and I do want him in that draft.
Listen, they're going to draft a running back, and he's going to be on the bench.
They're not going to draft him. They
Yes,
wanted
they
to
are.
draft him last time, and they couldn't.
What's his nickname again?
Motor.
Motor.
Devin
That's
Motor
terrible.
Singletary. Yeah, it is
Devin
not
Motor's
good.
That's terrible.
This is 4.740. He's
Well,
Linebacker speed.
they should move him to linebacker. Maybe tight end.
Oh, there you go.
That'd
Who
be
needs
cool.
Gronk? Bill's
Yeah.
got him at tight end.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching. This is a longer one than the last one. We're going to try to keep them a little bit longer than the first one. We really enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bad take Philly.